Oh, hello there. Welcome to the last day of this 5-day email challenge. And I have to tell you that your great questions all week long have had us really push the tempo here. So we are ahead of schedule, which is awesome because that means we can take a little bit of time today to look at extra opt-in pages. That's the first touch point that a potential fan gets with you. So that's a really, really important an important place to hang out and make sure that it's looking good and doing all the things that you want it to do. So we'll talk more about that, and we'll get back into the overall flow and see where are you now. What's the next step for you to really have a workable and profitable email list? So let's get started. Can everyone hear me? We want to make sure everyone can hear me. Yesterday we had some audio snafus, but I think we're good. So tell me, what is happening for you when you think of email list? What has shifted for you? And maybe you've even taken some actions and written some emails and gotten yourself going this week with the welcome series, right? The most important series. So yeah, let me hear from y'all. We'll take the temperature of where everyone's at, and again, I'm going to sort of use this analogy over and over again because it's so great, especially for musicians. We want to think of your subscribers' journey like signal flow. Start from the beginning. What's the source? Where are they finding you? Like the signal, the guitar sound or your voice going into the microphone. If something's stuck or you're stuck, figure out, okay, where does that signal actually stop? It's going through all the systems and it's getting to, oh, wait, it's not plugged in here. So we've just got to do that same work for your email list. You can really think of it as a linear process from the point of view of the subscriber, and then that will get your actions into a linear form. This is how I structure Rock Your Email List, by the way, if anyone's wondering about the course. It's not like a ton of stuff all over the place. It's like this, then this, then this, then this. Yay, hey, Jay Brad, hey, Eric. Hey, Stephanie. Yeah, I'm so glad that the sound is good today. I literally didn't do anything differently from yesterday. So who knows? Okay, so yeah, tell me what's going on with you, and then we're going to dive in a little bit. So we got a transition email almost written. Ooh, transition email. So that's going into a nurture series. Nurture series being the series where people get to know you and you start to tell your stories. And I love that you called it a transition email rather than like I don't know, some people just like my bio or something, right? Because that can be boring. But transitions are, this was happening in your life and then you made a decision and this happened. What was that decision about? That's interesting. People are going to connect to you on that and be like, ooh, that happened to me, or I know someone. So that's going to be a really, really great email. So that's excited. Sending it today is your goal. I love that. Awesome. JR Brad 777. You're finally using an email list with previous super fans. Ooh, great. I love that we already have super fans. That's amazing. And your helpers for a specific crowdfunding project. I figured it was Josh Bradford here. Hi, Victoria. Yeah, Josh, I love that, especially if you have people in the past that have been super fans and maybe you haven't been in touch with them. Like, it doesn't mean that they're not super fans anymore. It just means you got to get back in touch like an old friend, right? So how would you do that? That's the language that you use doesn't have to be complicated. It can be like, oh my God, I dropped the ball. I'm so sorry. Like, what would you say to a friend that you want to get back in touch with? So absolutely, like, don't stress out about, oh, I haven't emailed my list in a while. If you have a list sitting there, you are sitting on a little gold mine. So you just want to wake up that list, tell them what they can expect with the new re-welcome series, and then get going with whatever it is you've got on your plate, whatever goals you're working towards. Start to get clear on those and then put them into a Rise series. You can send them through Nurture series. If stuff has happened, you can send a couple of different little broadcasts over the next few weeks to catch people up if there's sort of timely stuff going on, So great. Started a welcome series finally for all the new people. Yay, new people. We love new people. We love our old people and we love our new people. I don't mean old like age. I mean people that have been on your list for a while, but we also love the old people. You seem to miss reading Nurture series. Oh boy. Well, you should go back and watch these videos because I've been talking about them all week. All right. So let's dive in. So the couple things that we're going to do today. Today's not going to be a very long call because, first of all week y'all have been really on top of it and super focused, and I adore you all. So I'm going to look at your opt-in pages. If you've been working this week on creating an opt-in page, or you have one already, meaning the place where a subscriber can sign up, a potential fan can sign up, put their name in and their email, whether that's your homepage or you created a separate landing page, go ahead and put the link into the comments, and I'm going to open them if you want me to give you some feedback, and I'll do as many as I can fit into a few minutes here. We're going to review the selling. And I promised yesterday that because we got ahead of schedule, I would give a few tips on actually growing that list, letting people know about your opt-in, where they can find your opt-in. So we will talk about all of that. Just a few housekeeping things. Today is the last day of the email challenge. You can go back and watch these videos. You can watch them slowly at different speeds, because I know I talk fast. Today is also a special day because, as you know, you can get Rock Your Email List, the course, anytime you want. But between now and the end of the week, you'll get all the bonuses that I talked about yesterday. Facebook ad training with Rick Barker, licensing training, how to use email for licensing, my perfect pitch course. You get all this stuff. But today, if you purchase it today before midnight Eastern time, you also get a one-on-one coaching call with me on Zoom. What? I'm throwing that in just for today for anyone that's here live and happens to catch this today. So this is a one-time thing just today if you purchase the Rock Your Email List, whether it's the payment plan or the pay in full, which saves you a little bit of money. So that's exciting. Yay. I am going to show you the inside of Rock Your Email List in a little bit. But first, let's get to some of your opt-in pages, because this is really, really, really important, and questions, because I did sign on and say, hey, who has questions? So let me go into the chats here. Do I recommend a separate landing page in addition to a form on the homepage? Great question, Eric. I think a separate landing page like the one we created on day 2 is always a good idea. If someone just asks, that link off the top of your head, like yourwebsite.com/gift or something. So you could just send people directly, because your main goal should be what's front and center on your website. So if you just had a huge music video release, you want that to be front and center. So there's not going to be space to have people sign up for your email list necessarily. If growing your email list is your number one goal right now, then yes, that sign up form should be right there above the fold, meaning before anyone has to scroll on your homepage. So that makes it really easy to tell people about it. You can just have them go to your websites on your homepage. But for example, for my homepage, if you go to my homepage, which I shared a couple days in a row, you'll see that the first thing is to purchase my new record, because I was doing the charts thing. So I wanted people to go to Bandcamp, Amazon, or iTunes. So you had to scroll down to get to my form. So it wouldn't be convenient for me if I met someone that was like, oh, can I get on your mailing list? To say, yeah, go to the website and then scroll down and blah, blah, blah. I could just say, yeah, go to my website, cbmusic.com/gift, or whatever it is. I don't actually know, because that's not my goal right now. So it's good to have, I would say, Eric, but it's not absolutely necessary if you have it on your homepage. So yeah. Great question. And then let's see. Oh, Stephanie, do you write a new nurture series every year to keep nurturing your list over time? That's a great question. Yeah, as stuff comes up, like I said, I think I said yesterday, what I like to do is take really important broadcast emails that I send out, like, hey, there's this big news, this thing happened, or I got this press that I want to tell my list right now. I'll take that copy and I'll change it up a little. So I'll take out the time sensitive stuff, and then I'll put that into a new nurture series that new subscribers that didn't get that email will get later. So, you can keep adding to it that way. And if you have things happen, or you think of stories that you didn't get to tell, you can add those later into a nurture series later. You can also rearrange them a little bit. I like to tag anyone that goes through a nurture series. So if it's nurture series 1 has 5 emails, then you send a rise series. Nurture series 2 has 4 emails, then you send a rise series. I just tag people when they've gone through each series, like sent nurture 1, sent rise, merch store, sent, so that and are able to prevent people from going through a nurture series again. So, yeah, I wouldn't say I like rewrite my nurture series. I keep my nurture series and I build on it. I think that's the short answer, Stephanie, to that. So for those of you that are on Facebook, that people are also watching this on YouTube. So there's questions going on, and I can see everything at once. So if you're wondering why you can only see some comments and what am I answering, that's what's happening. So here's a question. I already have Rock Your Email rock your email list. It's great. Yay! I always tell them rock your emailers to come and get a refresh reboot in these challenges. So I'm so glad you're here. You're starting to release your first album, and you're going to start with a single. You don't have any followers. So when the first single's out, what kind of gift do I offer the new subscribers for the welcome series? Yeah, we talked a little bit about this yesterday. So go to the day 4 video for a couple other ideas, and the day 3 about what you can actually give away that if you don't have music yet. There's a lot of other options that, yeah, we totally cover that. So, but it's a great question. Okay, let's see. These are great questions, y'all. My landing page is going to be coming with the website redesign. Awesome. Okay, cool. So it's all happening at one time. Very cool. All right. So let's see. We've got some landing pages to look at. So I'm going to look at these. And the reason I'm looking at these, well, landing pages and or the opt-in forms is because this is the first point. If something's wrong here or looks wonky or is off brand, doesn't feel like you and your music, you're going to lose a potential submit button, that potential fan. This could be your super fan, right? One of your many. So this first point of contact is so important. And so I'm going to look at a couple. If you're submitting, thank you so much. I know it takes something to be scrutinized and get feedback publicly. So I really appreciate you. If you're just looking, look for, okay, what do I have that's similar? What do I see here that I like? If you don't have a form set up, take a peek. Oh, I like how that one looks. I like those colors. I like where that looks. And just sort of listen to the feedback so that you're sort of going to get the do's and don'ts when you start to create yours or optimize yours. Okay, so we're going to go to this one. Let's see. I'm going to type it in www.philly, NCHMUSIC. Let me see. philly.nchmusic.com. Okay, so this is the one we're going to. Phil Lynch. Totally got that. All right, so I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I'm looking at. And then we'll be able to all talk together. Let's do the window. Okay, share. Great. All right. Phil, this looks, first of all, it's beautiful. I love this color. I like the beach here. I'm getting that there's some like natural thing going on. And yeah, I kind of get it right off the bat. I like a site that I land on. This is just a side note about sites in general, where I know what the site's about without having to read or having to scroll, like having to read too much. So like right away, I see a microphone and I get that there's music and I get that there's some sort of like either nature related or spirituality, or there's something here just by the design here. So I really like that. That's great. Get a free song and stay in the know about releases, appearances, etc. Email, first name, last name. Yeah, this is great. I can tell that this form is coming from probably MailChimp and the website is probably something else. It's a little dated looking, the squares and just sort of the layout, but that's just the website. But in terms of the form, I don't know if you need the last name. I would ask you if you have a very specific reason. The more things they have to fill out, the less likely they are to click the subscribe button. It's similar to clicks. Like the more clicks people have to go through to find a thing, you lose people every 30. You lose 30% of the people every time they have to click through something. So you want to make this experience really, really easy. What I do like about this is that it's on the right side. The right side is where the eye goes first for some reason. The top right, actually. It's on the bottom right, but that's okay because there's nothing on the top right. So you're utilizing this real estate. I would try to get consistent with your blues. There's like 9 different blues. This one looks a little different than this one, looks a little different than this one. I think you can go to HTML-color-codes, and that you can put in this photo, whatever this design is, and just sort of pick one color and keep consistent. Maybe it's this blue, you have the hex code for it, but make this consistent because this feels like a little out of place just because that blue is a little bit brighter. But yeah, that's really it. So remove the last name unless you have a very specific reason why you're collecting last names. And I think that this looks good. I wonder if you can maybe center this, pull this out a little bit so the indicates required is more centered. It looks a little off, but I don't know if you have any control over that. So, but yeah, nice job there. I hope that's helpful. All right. I saw another link. Hold on. Let me just scroll up and grab it. Thank you so much for sharing, Phil. I really appreciate that. let's see. According to MailChimp, is not for there's a link here. That's going to be too long for me to type. And for some reason, yeah, whoever this is, sorry. I don't think I can. I'm not able to grab that. So that's a little too long. So I'm not going to look at that. Sorry. If you can get that into like a bit.ly or something, that would be great. Okay. Always in the star spot above the fold. Yes, that's true, Eric. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. All right. We've got a new one. Ready? Type it in with me, or you can just watch www.hazy, HAZYPRODUCTIONS.com/connect. I think I typed that right. HazyShadeProductions.com. Okay. Let's see. I think I got it. Okay. Oh, that looks like an upright base. All right, you know me. I like this. Oh my gosh, y'all are doing the thing I hate the most. You just got the gift of someone visiting your website. Why in the world would you send them to all of these other sites? Why? Okay, so get rid of these. Put them at the bottom, the footer. You want people to explore your website. Your website is where your brand is, where your music is. You want them to get to know you. You don't need them to get to know the Facebook brand. Facebook branding is doing just fine. You don't need to help them at all. So get rid of all of these things and let people explore. Okay. So here we go. Subscribe to our mailing list. Okay. So subscribe and mailing list are words we don't like to use anymore. How about we've got a song to give you? Tell us where to send it. Please enter your preferred email address and first name. Email, first name. Great. Opt-in, sign me up. Great. Yeah, you've got the whole little, sign up thing. That looks great. Subscribe. And I like that your button matches your colors here. Oh, you've already got all these things down here. You don't need them up here. And you definitely don't need them in color. Color takes away from your color branding. And granted, this is a colorful photo here, but I start to get the nature vibes and the brown, this maroony brown thing, which I really like. And so I love these in white down here. This is great. Okay, so yeah, just change the language there. And everything else is centered really nicely. Can you center this? I don't know if you have control over that, but if you could center that, I would be happy. And why do you want them to email you? I don't think you need this button. So I think I want to get this above the fold. So once you get rid of this and the email us, there's like 5 frames here. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're in the fifth here. Maybe you can get rid of like some of these borders. And I think that would have this be above the fold, meaning people don't have to scroll and do extra work to figure out what this is. Cool. Yeah, looks great. Thank you for that. The color code website, let's see if it shows up. HTML-color. Yes, colors from image. So hold on. This is it. HTML-color-codes.info. So if you click on that, then you on the top here, colors from image. So you can upload your file, a photo or something, and then click any. Here, let's just do this. If I grabbed a picture of me, because that's the first thing that came up. And I was like, okay, cool. Let's find a blue, gray color from my pants. And you just click around. The color that you click on will show up here and it will give you this color code. And then you can put that in your website and your emails and everywhere and have this consistent. Like I'll tell you right now that my color code is 15B9B2 and I've memorized it so I can put it everywhere. Okay, great. Are there any other opt-in pages that we want to review? If not, we're going to keep moving. Yeah, Michael, anytime. So hopefully that's helpful. Lots of traffic. So Victoria says, I have lots of traffic and low conversion. Yeah, totally get that. So that basically what Victoria means there is a lot of people are visiting, but no one's signing up. So they're not seeing the value. They're not seeing what's in it for them. There's nothing that's like sparking interest and connecting with them. So there's 2 things that could be wrong here. And one of them is obvious and the other one is not the one we think of. The first one that is probably obvious is I need to change something with my offer, with how I'm wording it, with the colors, with the brand. I need to change something so that these people that are visiting actually are enticed enough to sign up for my list. That's the first thing. And so that's what you want to optimize. The second thing is all those people visiting may not be the right traffic. They actually may not be the right people to be your fans, and that's also okay. So I don't know where those people are coming from. If they're coming from Facebook ads, then you want to be tweaking the advertising that you're doing. If they're coming from shows, maybe the shows are not doing some. I don't know where those people are coming from, but that would be something to look at, and just look at it as data. Like, that's really great information that you have. Like, cool, people are coming here. How do we get them to sign up? And if they're not signing up, if they're not the right one for us, how can we still utilize that person being on the website? Do we ask them to share? Do we like what's another action that they can do that can help us get the right people to the website? That makes sense, Victoria? I hope that helps a little bit. Cool. So Mark says, I've heard from many that the sign up at the top is not a good idea. You mean like sometimes there's like a little bar at the top of a page, something like that. So it totally depends on what your intention is. Like, music on the page is great. I love a good player at the bottom, that not an automatic player that will get people to click off your website faster than you can say website. So that they can hear the music a little bit. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why you don't want your social media all over that top, because you want them to stay and listen and engage and start to get to know you, right? So they're going to listen to, if you're saying, hey, I have a free song I'm going to give you that you can put on your phone and it's like going to be yours, then they're going to get to listen to your song as soon as they fill out that form, right? Because it's going to be delivered automatically. You can even deliver the song on the thank you page, but then that decreases the chances that they're actually going to check their email, which we want them to do, right? And look for that email from you. Cool. Okay. All right. So Wendy, I see we'll do one more, and let's see if I can type this in, because this is going to be tricky here. It's going to be tricky. So I thought I could click on these comments and I can't. So let's try www.mailchimp.mp/ here. I'm going to type this in, showing people what I'm doing here. 28D89977248/ Good Lord, why is this so long? Invite. You can make this so simple. Inviting dash you dash to dash join dash my dash mailing dash list. I hope. Nope, that didn't work. Let's see. What MAI what am I? Mailchimp.mp 28D89977248/ inviting dash you dash to dash join dash my dash mailing dash list. HTTPS. Do I need to do the H? Yes, I didn't do that. HTTPS. Oh, there we go. Okay. We got it. Thanks, Wendy. I'm going to hide this now so that people can see the whole page here. So this is a direct a link that you built on MailChimp. You definitely want to turn that into a bit.ly or a really short link, because you can't tell people that. Music to live by. So there's a pink here. I would love that color to be the same here. Also, this is a little pixelated, so you might want a higher res version of this graphic. Music for rest, restoration, and joy. Comma after restoration, right? Be the first to know about new music and musical experiences. You'll get occasional updates as a gift for thank you. Yeah, so tell what the thing is that they get first, as a thank you gift for signing up, because that's what we want to flip here. So it's not a thank you for signing up. It's a thing you want to give them, and they just need to tell you how to send, how you can deliver it to them. So it's flipping it from a please sign up, oh, as a thank you I'll give you a gift, to I have a gift, tell me where to send it. So just swap the language a little bit. Also watch your spaces. You've got 2 spaces here and only 1 everywhere else. It should be only 1. That's just me being copy crazy. You get the link when you click the I'm joining button. I'm joining. What are they joining? I feel like there should be a name for this. What do you call your like insider group? I want people to join a group. By the way, yeah, let's get the colors consistent. This pink, pink, pink. If you can, that would be great. Your information is saved with us. Is this an us page or a me page? We're sharing by this one person. So let's get consistent with our point of view. Is this an I, we, or third person? So just to really make it feel like solid branding, like here's my shtick about like copy and colors and branding and all that stuff. it just feels more professional and trustworthy. That's why we spell check. And if you're getting, this is your first chance on a first impression, you want people to have the best experience and really trust, okay, this is something that this person put time into. So if their landing page looks like this, like, wow, their music must really be amazing, because people will see you before they hear you. We want people to hear our music, but in this day and age and the way links work on social media and everything, there's a good chance that people will click on things and see before they hear. So you got to put your best foot forward both places, and you want to be aligned so that if you've got great sounding music, you want that to translate to a high quality experience, even as something as simple as signing up for your mailing list, which feels silly, but it all adds up to the user experience, that fan experience, and their likelihood of engaging with you later. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, this looks great. I actually really like this logo. It's really sweet. Wonderful. All right. Thank you everyone that shared your signups. Dun, dun, dun. I have another question. Is there an elegant way to handle a bilingual audience? This is a great question. I get this a lot. I'm from Germany, but I'm also taking international audience with my content. Example, on Instagram, I talk German in stories, but create in English subtitles. Can I handle that via tags? Yes, you answered your own question. So absolutely. Like, one of the things that you could do on your sign up form, especially because you will have a bilingual language, a bilingual audience coming to your landing page, I'm assuming, and coming to sign up, is you can create one more sign up field that might be a checkbox, like, what's your preferred language? English or German, or whatever the options are. And when they sign up, you can tag anyone that clicked English will get the English emails, and anyone that clicks German, they get the German. So yeah, you can absolutely segment your list and then send one email to the English. And then if you translate it or vice versa, then you can send it to the other one. So yeah, tags are going to be your friend. If you already have people sign up and you don't know, you can always, and maybe this is something that you send out just every 6 months, like, hey, I'm just updating my information. I would love to know, do you prefer your emails in German or in English? And have two little buttons there. And if they click one button, have that go to a thank you page that says, cool, thanks for letting me know. Just a very basic thank you page. And anyone that clicks that link that says click English, then tag them with English, and then have a second duplicate that page. Cool, thank you for letting me know, but maybe have it in German, and have the German button. And if they click that, then you tag anyone that clicks that German button that they prefer German. And then you can always check in with your list, because some people might not fill that out. Cool. That's a great question. And I think there's a really easy way to do that, especially if you can easily translate your content. There's a little bit of work for you to do in terms of getting that content to both, but in terms of getting the right people, the right language email, there's an easy way to set that up from the get-go, or go back and ask them and have people click around, which is also a great engagement thing, by the way. The subject line could be very simple, like, what language do you prefer? And you could send it, what language, and then is in English, and then do you prefer, it could be in German or something like that. I don't know. Cool. All right. So I got to keep going here. We're going to move into, I'll do a couple more at the end in like the last 2 minutes, but I promised that I would show you, I got to share my screen again. The inside of Rock Your Email List really fast. So give me a moment to do that. And then Eric, I see you got to type your webpage in, because I don't see it. I don't think I saw it. Yeah, no, I don't think I saw it. So let's do that first and grab that. So for those of you that are curious and are like, I want to see what I'm getting myself into, besides a coaching call with me, which is just as fun and exciting, but all about you, then you are in luck, because I'm going to share the inside of Rock Your Email List. So this is what it looks like. It's very linear and simple, but there's a lot of content. It's about 11 hours worth of content. Some people take a weekend and just do all of it. Other people, I've heard, go through each thing, implement it, and they take weeks to actually do this. When you sign up, you do get lifetime access. So there's the welcome. These are modules. So there's about 3 to 5 videos in every one of these modules. And look at this. STAGES, the stages of email we were talking about earlier. So, for example, if we were like, let's just skip right ahead to selling. What's inside selling? We've got an overview. We've got the Rise and Advocate. We've got ongoing series. We've got Voluminous Ask series. And then some tips on selling. Voluminous Ask series. It's fun. For those of you who are like, tell me about the templates. Oh my goodness. Look at all these templates. These are series of templates, not just single emails. So if you're like, all right, I'm starting a Patreon, how do I tell my people about it? You go to the templates and let's take a look at what that is. Oh, here are what the templates look like. Email, day 1, subject line. Hello, first name. Oh, and I put things in brackets that you need to change. This is so exciting. Why is this exciting to you? You literally just fill out the prompts. Would you click here, my link, thank you, your name, and you just search for brackets and then you put in your own stuff. Email 2 of this series. Look at this. Email 3, email 4. So that's that. Categories. Let's go back. Technology. Oh, there's a lot in technology. We go through the stuff. We go through Bandzoogle, we go through Kajabi, we go through MailChimp, and we go through ActiveCampaign and Infusionsoft. So I show a lot of different platforms. It's all applicable to whatever platform you're using, but I actually screen share and walk you through some of that stuff. Okay. So there you go. I don't really know. It's very simple, but it's super powerful. Oh, and there's a Facebook group, and I do Q&As once a month, and there's also bonus stuff. There's good stuff in there. So today's the day that you want to sign up, because when you sign up for Rock Your Email List today only, between now and midnight Eastern time, you get a free coaching call with me, one-on-one on Zoom. You and me, half an hour, talking about you. I don't do a lot of coaching calls. I love coaching and I'm very, very good at it. I have 800 hours of training for coaching. That's longer amount of training than it takes to become a police officer, which is a little scary fact, but that's beside the point. So you do get lifetime access and all of the updates. So anytime I update the course, which is fairly often, things change a lot, you get updates, and oftentimes I'll throw bonuses in, like this challenge I'm going to throw in as like a review linear thing for people to get some new content. So there's lots of stuff that you get access to. I'm often writing new series. Like last year when all of the stuff was happening in the summer after George Floyd's death, I wrote, how do you talk to your audience when there's all this, the pandemic kicking in, like when there's this stuff going on, like how can like trying to sell a sweatshirt feel authentic? So there's a series on that. Like I do some updates there. So, oh, Eric and Victoria saying, I'm awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm just going to like share that because that's nice. And Victoria, you can get it. Okay, cool. So here's another question. I love this question. If you're cleaning up your list, is it better to ask subscribers to click on a link to stay subscribed or to have an unsubscribe button? Well, you need to have an unsubscribe button to be legal. You cannot batch mail your entire list and without an unsubscribe button. So you need an unsubscribe button. And yeah, asking your subscribers to click on a link, that's part of the re-engagement series. And there's a template series for that in the course as well. And the re-engagement series will walk you through all of that before you clean your list. Because when you clean your list, and I actually, Michael Elsner is a friend of mine, and he did my course. I did his course. And he was like, he texted me. He was like, oh my gosh, like I just sent your re-engagement series. Like he took the templates and like sent them over, like I think it's over 10 days or 2 weeks or something, to the sleepy part of his list, the people that haven't been engaging. And he's like, I just got like, I think it was like 40% of his sleepy people re-engaged with him again. And now they're like back on track and like opening his emails and stuff. And I was like, that's totally the point, is to get those people before you just delete them, because we don't want a list that is all unengaged people. That's not great for the deliverability of your email list. It doesn't give you good scores with the internet gremlins. So yeah, so what you're talking about is a re-engagement series. So yeah, you absolutely want to try to get them to click on something. It's all about the subject line before going and cleaning your list, which essentially means deleting people unless they've purchased. Keep purchasers in your database unless they've asked to be removed, which you also have to do. Cool. All right, y'all, we got so far ahead. But I will tell you that the last thing was gathering. My 3 favorite ways to grow a list sort of quickly. One, if you're performing live or doing a Facebook Live, there's so many ways to perform live now. It doesn't mean you necessarily need to be in a bar on a stage talking about your mailing list, although that is effective. But anytime you go live, anytime you are performing with someone else, tell people that you've got this email list, that this gift that you want to give them, and that they can sign up to get it. So that's my number one thing, is to talk about it anytime you are in front of an audience. Just make that part of your banter, make it part of, have it roll off your tongue. Practice inside of your PUPs, which is the Power Up Pod inside of Amplify, which the doors are going to open to that beautiful, joyful membership in a couple days. So stay tuned for that, or week little after this. So share openly anytime you're in front of an audience. That's my first out of 3 ways to get more people. My second favorite way is running Facebook ads. Learn how to run Facebook ads. Oh, wait, there's a 2-hour training inside of Rock Your Email List bonus with Rick Barker on how to run ads specifically to grow your email list. Woo, very cool. The third thing is cross promote. Find someone else that also has a list and say, hey, to your list, my friend has this awesome song. They're going to give it away for free. Yeah, you're promoting someone else's list, but then they promote your list. And I go into that in depth, the different ways to do that in a script for how to write that email, and how to pitch to another artist so that you can create this partnership. So those are my 3 favorite ways to get people's eyes on your sign up form in the first place, which was the whole point of this challenge, to optimize that sign up form and the delivery of the thing you're giving them, and then welcome them in with your welcome series. So I feel like mission accomplished this week. You've got some work to do. If you want to do the deep dive and you want to actually do the full system right, and start to really see that $1 per subscriber per month and grow that list so that that number even goes up higher and higher, then boop, get yourself in Rock Your Email List. You're going to get so many bonuses this week, and then the call with me today if you purchase today. And you can get started for $249, I think. It's a payment plan, and it's only 4 months. So it's a steal, y'all. It's not one of these $2,000 courses or anything. So yeah. All right. So thank you so much for being here. If you have any more questions, just post. I'll be around. You'll get some follow-up emails with the replay links, which are just the same links that you got here, which is pretty convenient. And the course includes the welcome series and all the email templates and the pitch course. Yeah, the pitch course is part of the bonus. The course itself, Rock Your Email List, does have the welcome series and over 40 email templates. All of those series I just sort of scrolled through and told you about. It does not have nurture series. Here's why. Nurture series are your stories. I can't possibly write a template for your stories. The nurture series module goes through how to create them and how often to send them and gives you everything you absolutely need. But I can't write your birth story for you. Not that anyone wants your birth story, but just saying, if that was going to be one of your emails in your nurture story. Awesome. All right, everyone, I will see you in the course. I really hope you make this investment in yourself. Ask for it for the holidays, for your birthday, for your wedding. Your fans will thank you. They're going to be so excited to get really awesome communications. They're not going to ever feel burdened. I promise. I promise. I promise. It's going to be awesome. And I'm excited for you and for your music and to get your music out there. That is what we do here at In the Key of Success. So thank you for being with me all week. I very much appreciate you, and I will see you in the course. Bye, all.